No more Ottomans. The Ottoman scourge has been wiped from the face of the earth. Hello everyone, my name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am ruling as the Emperor of Aragon and of several other nations because I have a bunch of subjects. So last episode, we did a lot of expanding over here in Anatolia and North Africa. We fought France, took a bunch of provinces from them to give to Provence. We inherited Burgundy. We annexed or incorporated a bunch of our vassals and personal unions. We still have a bunch. We still have Castile and Portugal, which hopefully we'll have for quite some time while they work on colonizing. And we picked up a couple of new ones as well. At the end of last episode, we started to go to war against the Mamelukes for the second time, and my objective in this war is to try to take all of these provinces at least here so that all of my lands, minus these up here in Crimea, will be touching each other. Well, I guess the ones in Italy aren't touching each other yet, but it is what it is. I might try to take a little bit more, maybe something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. After I do that, I want to see if I can threaten war to take this one province, therefore touch up Crimea. So we'll give that a shot. And then after that, my goal 100% this episode after this war is to fight and annex Savoy and Saluzzo, or at least these four provinces here, because those are the Piedmontese cultured provinces. And I am going to try to flip to Sardinia-Piedmont and Italy before I become Rome. The reason why I'm sure I'm doing that now is between recording last episode and this one, I played just a fun game as Savoy and went to Sardinia-Piedmont and Italy. I did all that by 1590, something like that. And it was a lot of fun. And it also gave me a lot of permanent claims and things up here in Europe and Italy and France and other areas up here that will be very useful for becoming Italy. It also gave me, now that I think about it, the chance to personal union France. So that would be great as well if I can do that. That'd make it a heck of a lot easier. So I am definitely going to do that. I'm going to try to do it this episode. These are your relatively high debt provinces. All of them are 14 to 17, so it's gonna hurt. Luckily, my aggressive expansion up here in Europe is essentially non-existent, so I probably won't have to worry about that. However, my aggressive expansion over here is getting pretty bad, so going over here and getting this will give me a chance to let this cool down a little bit before I head back over there again. So I think that's the plan for today. Now, flipping to Piedmontese is going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to be very, very painful because there's, about 60-ish development here, and that needs to be at least 50% of my development in the States, which means I am likely going to have to unstate pretty much everything in order to flip to Piedmontese, which means I'm going to have to restate things and full state them using a ton of admin power. And in the meantime, I'm going to be losing a bunch of money. I'm going to be way over land force limit. It's going to hurt. It's going to really hurt. So I think what I might actually go ahead and do to prepare for that is try to store up some admin power. I'm going to need a bit to core up these provinces that I take over here, but then I'm going to need a bunch to restate things. Well, I do need some Diplo to finish this. I'm almost done with that. So I think in, a couple of months, after I take this influence idea, I'm going to switch over to focusing on admin. So for now, let's go ahead and fight and win this war against the Mamelukes et al. And then we will head up into Savoy and Saluzzo. If I can get either my last influence idea or my next Diplotech, I'm just going to go ahead and finish up influence ideas, which gives vassal force limit contribution plus 100%. I also get unjustified demands minus 50%, which is nice. And as I said, I'm now going to switch over to focusing on admin. I'm going to go ahead and peace out Caraman, war reps, and a little bit of money. And I can take the decision to integrate Galata, which gives me 3 base tax in Constantinople and 1 base production in Constantinople. Nice. I'm going to do the Papal Powers of Proclaim Holy War, get Manpower Recovery Speed and Land Maintenance modifier, as well as Blessed Ruler, which gives me a Morale of Armies and +1 yearly Prestige. And what the heck, I'll go ahead and get 1 Mercantilism as well. I know I need to be saving admin power, but I'm behind on admin tech. I need to take admin tech 9. I can piece out Mercuria, war reps, and money, and let's do that. All right, I can piece out Medina for war reps and their money. And now that the diplomat is back, I can piece out Mamluks for all these border provinces that they have here along the Mediterranean Sea. I'm also going to take war reps and a little bit of money that I can. Looks like there might be a sizable risk of coalition, but I don't think I'm really that worried about it, especially since I'm going to be chilling over here for a while. So let's go ahead and send this demand. And now that I have a free diplomat, let's threaten war on Kazan for this 1 province, and they will give it to me. Very nice. There we go. So now all of my lands from Crimea to through the Balkans, all the way through North Africa are all connected, and then through subjects all the way through Provence and up to the English Channel. Very cool. All right, so let's core all these up and let's chill a little bit and then get ready to go to war with Saluzzo, to full annex Saluzzo. That's going to be... Actually, I can vassalize them. Let's do that instead. Let's vassalize Saluzzo. So in 10 years, 11 years, I'll be able to just annex them. That'll save me a bit. And then I'll hit Savoy for these 3 provinces. And then I will work to flip to Piedmontese at that point. So even after I flip to Piedmontese, I'm not sure when I'm going to flip to Sardinia-Piedmont because some of these missions that I still haven't done yet are still pretty good and still give me some good claims like this dominate Genoa, rule Italy. Well, at least those 2 give me some pretty good claims. So I want to try to do some more of these Aragonese missions before I switch over to the Sardinia-Piedmont missions. But for now, we got to work on coring up and getting manpower up and dealing with rebels because there look to be quite a few coming. Joy. And then once the country is once again stabilized, we'll go after Savoy and I'll work on diplo-vassalizing Saluzzo. I can get Diplotech 8. All right, let's summon the Diet and seize land. And let's see. Let's try the proposal of the burghers. Get 65% or more trade power in the Sea of Maramara. We'll give that a shot. I can diplo-vassalize Saluzzo. So in 10 years, in 1539, I will annex them and have 1 of the provinces I need to become Piedmontese. But with my aggressive expansion so low, other than with a couple of countries, it is now time to hit Savoy. And I'm at least going to take these 3 and I might full annex them because I do need these provinces for one of my missions. I don't need to call in Austria, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's declare for Nizza and let's go. I can take my final religious idea, and then I'll really start saving up my admin points. But this one gives me Deus Vult, which gives a permanent Casus Belli against neighboring heathens and heretics, which is really nice. With it, I also get culture conversion cost minus 25% and clergy loyalty equilibrium plus 10%. I also get the policy of cultural unity, which gives culture conversion cost minus 15%. And I can white piece Milan. Let's go ahead and do that. And I can also piece out Constance. Them I can get war reps and their money. And then I'm going to wait till December 31st to piece out Savoy. And the reason for that is so that France at least will hopefully fall out of the potential coalition. Never mind, I'm going to wait till some of these core up or finish coring up in February. I can get Miltech 11, a little bit behind time. All right, everything's just about cored up, so let's go ahead and piece this out. I'm going to full annex them, take all their money, and I'm improving relations with Tuscany. I've got their relations with me up over 50 for now, so hopefully they will not join the coalition. Milan can't, Constance can't, the Mamelukes and Karaman can't, Zan can't, Medina can't. I think I should be all right. So let's go ahead and do this now. But now I've got all 4 provinces of Piedmontese culture, or, well, I will as soon as I can annex Saluzzo. And then at that point, I will flip to Piedmontese and work to restate everything that I'll have to unstate. That's going to be brutal. But now I need to basically full annex Genoa at some point. I definitely need to take Corsica in order to become Sardinia-Piedmont. I know that much. Don't remember what else I need, but I know I need that. I can get Diplotech 9. I can get my next age. I can get my first age ability. Let's go with war score cost versus other religions minus 25%. Because I am still doing a lot of combat over here against Muslim nations. Well, here's an opportunity I can't really pass up. The Ottomans have no allies, so let's go get them. My troops that are in place, I have a diplomat, so let's declare a holy war against the Ottomans. And then fully annex them. I keep saying I need to save up admin, and I keep spending it, but here's admin tech 10 and my next idea group. So my first 4 idea groups, I think I said I was going to do influence, religious, and then diplo and admin in some order. But since I need admin power coming up soon, let's go with diplo. This will also help out with my vassals, yeah, especially with like that diplomatic reputation and things. Ooh, and having the province war score cost minus 20 will be nice in future wars. Let's go with diplo. And there's the Ottomans all sieged down and fully annexed. No more Ottomans. The Ottoman scourge has been wiped from the face of the earth. And now Kandar is without allies and without a guarantee. So let's get one more province. All right, I can pass a couple of decisions. One that'll give me some missionary strength and decreased tolerance of heretics, but I'll begin that tolerance of heretics right back in exchange for some stability cost modifier. So basically, missionary strength for stability cost. That works. I want to convert these things as quick as I can. I still have a lot to convert. Here's my first diplo idea where I get one more diplomat. Oh, and I also got global trade power plus 20% for my national idea. Let's get some more light ships. Get 8 more light ships going. Hopefully that'll help. Finally, after just under a year, the fort finally fell, and I can finally annex Kandar and take all their money. And there we go. Getting that province, got it up over 65%, and I completed my estate agenda. Ooh, I'm about to get a bunch of rebels, all at about the same time. That's gonna hurt. There's 1. There's 2 and 3. And there's 4. There's 5. And let's seize land. That'll get me up over 50% land ownership, which gives me plus 5 maximum absolutism and plus 20% government reform progress. All right, I can take admin 11, but it's getting close to the time when I can annex Saluzzo, about 2 years. So I'm going to wait, and I'm going to improve relations with them and get ready to annex them, and then full state this when I can and flip to Piedmontese, and then have to restate a bunch of things to get my money back under control. And my golden era just ended. Alright, I'm going to ask Austria to prepare for war. I'm going to enable scutage on Saluzzo so that they won't be called into my upcoming war with Genoa, so that I can annex them during the war when it's time. I'm building up a spy network on France and Genoa for faster sieges. And in, I don't know, a month or 2, I'm going to declare war and try to take at least these 3 provinces, because those are the provinces I need to finish this mission and get a bunch of claims on Italy and other areas. So I'll be back in a couple of months. All right, it's been about 2 months, I think. So let's go ahead and do it. All my troops are in position. My ships are in position. My allies are ready to go. Let's go ahead and declare for Geneva. Let's do it. All right, I sieged down a couple of provinces, including one fort and Paris in France. And before Castile loses their troops here, I'm going to peace out France just for a little bit of money, just to get them out of the war. Now it's time to go take care of Ferrara and Genoa. I can get my second Diplo idea. Diplomatic advisor cost minus 25%. Oh, I can take the mission Occupy Alexandria, because apparently I'm currently the strongest trade power in Alexandria. So that gives me a bunch of claims on Egypt, Palestine, Syria, Aleppo, and I get the maritime administration until the end of the game. I get +1 max promoted culture, governing capacity modifier plus 10%, which is so nice. Centralized state cost minus 10%, and overextension impact minus 5%, which is also really nice to have those till the end of the game. So sweet, that is great. So I currently have a bunch of claims up here on France and England, a couple up here on Switzerland and Geneva, and a bunch down here on the Mamelukes. Oh, and even a couple on Venice there. Yeah, good point. Forgot about those. Oh, and I actually missed it by a couple of months. It's time to start annexing Saluzzo. So let's do that. It'll be done in less than a year, 11 months. Can I get the Papal Legate? I can. Let's take that. And now it'll be done in September. But it looks like Ferrara is done. So let's take war reps and all of their money and transfer trade power. Yeah, we'll do that. I haven't done that much this playthrough. We'll do that. Time to state up the Piedmont area, and then I will, shortly after this war, unstate everything and switch to Piedmontese, and then using my 800 admin power, restate a bunch of stuff so that I'm not losing too much money for too long. And this is going to be painful, but it's got to get done. The sooner it's done, the better. All right, I can peace out Geneva for war reps, trade power, and their money. And Genoa has unconditionally surrendered. So let's see what I can get from them. So I know I want these 3 provinces at a minimum. Those are the ones that I need. And honestly, that's not too bad of a coalition. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Well, if I take Lucca as well, that gets pretty bad. That adds a lot of people. But they also have this province over here as of. What if I take that? So let's see, that's Karaman and Ulm, and that adds no one else to the coalition. It just makes everything a little bit worse with all of them. So that is acceptable. So let's get war reps and their money, and peace out. Let's do this. And I can take the mission Dominate Genoa, with which I get permanent claims on the Italian region, the Savoy area, which I and my subjects have most, if not all of, and a couple of these areas over here, which I think I already basically have claims on. I also gain 5 mercantilism, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and take that. Yeah, I didn't gain any new claims over here, but I did get a bunch of new claims in Italy. So everything in Italy I have claims on now. That is awesome. All right, so now I know I need to core them up, core up the provinces I got, but I think I'm gonna wait on that, honestly. I don't know. I don't know the right way to do this. I'm not sure, because once I finish annexing Saluzzo, I'm gonna switch to Piedmontese, and I'm gonna have to restate things. So I don't know. Well, I won't core them up for the time being. I don't know if that's the right call. Since threatening war against Kazan worked so well last time, let's give it another shot. So let's build up a spy network and see if I can do it a second time. People on all fronts are starting to get unhappy with me. And Saluzzo has been integrated. So there is 62 development in this state. And up here in my capital state, there is 50. So there is enough development here where if I unstate everything except for Piedmont, I'll be able to flip to Piedmontese. All right, so I need to accept Piedmontese before I can culture shift. So I need 98 Diplo power, and I have 53, and I'm getting 9 a month. That's 5 months. So in 5 months, I will promote the culture, and then I will unstate everything and culture shift. All right, I have 98 Diplo power, so let's promote Piedmontese. So I'm back after reloading because last time I tried it after promoting the culture, which I'm going to do again right now, I unstated everything and went to go culture shift, and I saw I need 98 Diplo power for that, and I have 0. So we're not going to do that yet. We're going to wait 11 months, 12 months. I'm getting a 9 a month, so it can be 11 months, but 11, 12 months. And then we will unstate everything, culture shift, and restate everything. But since I have maxed out admin power, I am going to core up some of these provinces. We'll start with the cheap ones and work our way up. So I still want to be, as close to 999 after I culture shift so that I can restate or re-full state everything afterwards. So we'll start with some of these and go from there. But in the meantime, we will wait for about a year, hopefully successfully threaten war against Kazan for this province and improve relations with some of these people who are pissed off at me so that hopefully no coalition forms. Well, unfortunately, after getting a claim on this Kazani province, they will not accept the threatened war. They're allied with Karaman and the Mamelukes, and I'm not quite ready to go to war with all that yet. All right, I can seize land once more without threat of rebels, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, and we have over 98 Diplo power. We have 99, so let's give it a shot now. Let's go to the state. Unstate everything. And there we go. Everything other than my capital state and the state of Piedmont is unstated. So 54% Piedmontese. So let's culture shift. There we go. I am Piedmontese Aragon. So now I am losing 39 ducats a month, and my land force limit and naval force limit are garbage, and my manpower is garbage. So it is time to restate things. So let's start with the ones with the highest development and work our way down until we reach GovCap. So I definitely want to state up my gold mines. So Tafilot needs to be a state, and Rasia needs to be a state. Those are critical, and we'll go ahead and full state those. And now we'll keep working through it. The states are going to be in random spots, it appears, all over the place. All right, so we are at GovCap, but I can give out the clergy land rights. So we'll do that, get 100 more. And there we go. We have stated up what I can to stay within GovCap. So now let's full state things. And now we're losing 63 ducats a month. All right, well, I knew this would hurt. That's why I saved up a bit of money, and hopefully we'll get back there where it's less painful soon. And there we go. Month ticked over. I'm already back in the positive with 20 ducats a month. My land force limit and naval force limit are back up. My manpower's back up. That didn't take long. All right. Well, that's good. We did it. We switched to Piedmontese as Aragon. So now what do I need to form Sardinia-Piedmont? I just need one more province of these 4, and that's it. And then after that, I can work towards becoming Italy. That'll be a while. There's still a lot I need for that one. So now after that, I think I might actually be about in a position to fight Kazan, Karaman, and the Mamelukes. Yeah, let's work on getting my troops over. You know, if I do that, I might end my 3rd episode in a row fighting the Mamelukes. That would be cool. I can get my 2nd age ability. Let's do ship trade power propagation plus 20%. Before I start this war, I'm going to start annexing Provence. The only core that they have that I don't already own is Anjou, and I've got enough permanent claims on France now that I don't really need that. So let's go ahead and do that, and it'll be done in about 5.5 years before the end of this episode. My truce with the Mamelukes just ended, which is perfect timing. I don't know if it'll work, but let's see about asking Austria to prepare for war. Not sure if they'll come in or not even after doing that, but it can't hurt. All right, so now it's time. Basically, all my troops are in place. Basically, all the morale is up. So let's do it. It's conquest for that. And we'll co-belligerate Karaman and the Mamelukes. Austria will come in. Fantastic. Not that I really need them. I think even without my subjects, because I don't believe that Portugal or Castile will actually come help. But I think even without them, I can take it. But might as well make it a little easier. So let's call them in and let's go to war. So Karaman is fully occupied, but I can't quite piece him out for a full annexation yet. Kazan is also fully occupied, but obviously I will piece them out last because I want to get some from Karaman and at least some from the Mamluks. And with that month tick, we can do it. So let's call back this guy and fully annex Karaman. All right, paying off one of my loans. I'm going to try to pay off all my loans here. That's my next goal. Finally become debt-free. All right, Medina is out. Once again, just war reps, trade power, and money. And they're done. All right, Funj, however you pronounce it, is done. War reps and money. And the Mamluks are 100%ed as well. So I'm going to take the rest of what they have in Anatolia and Jerusalem, war reps and money. And I probably could have taken a little bit more with the overextension. I wasn't sure what I'd be able to do because I just, concentrated development in these lands that I just conquered, which decreased it because otherwise it was a little over 100 or right about 100 plus what I wanted to take from Kazan. So could have probably taken more, but that just means I can take more from Kazan. So I have 12 overextension I can work with. So let's see what I can get from them. So these 3 provinces here is 17 development. If I concentrate, I might be able to get it under 100 or at least close enough to 100. So let's do that. Take these 3 provinces, money and war reps. So can't concentrate that. Can't concentrate that, which means my overextension is a bit over 100. All right, well, I gotta watch out for rebels. And I can form Sardinia-Piedmont. Apparently all I had to do was core it up, or I don't know. But apparently I've got everything that I need. All right, but I think, as I said, I don't think I'm quite there yet. I'm not going to wait till I get the Mare Nostrum mission, because there I have to have no other nations with their capital in the Mediterranean adjacent region has a larger fleet than us. That might actually be doable, but I have to either have maritime, naval, or trade ideas, and I don't have any of those. And I'm not close to getting another idea, so I'm not going to wait on that. I'm not going to wait on this one because I need all the provinces in Italy to be mine. I'm not going to wait on this one. What's this? Number of loans less than 1. I might be able to get these pretty easily. So I got to pay off my loans. I'm working on it. Then as soon as I do that, I can get this one. And this one, I'll have to just dev up Valencia a bit, 4 times. That's easy. And then this one, I'll just need to get 5 more manufactories. Yeah. So let's do these 4 as quick as I can. And then we will flip to Sardinia-Piedmont and work towards becoming Italy and then Rome. So let's chill a little bit, deal with any rebels that pop up, get rid of my loans, and see what happens next. Oh, and also wait for Provence to be integrated. Well, Venice started the coalition against me. Not many people can join. And there are the Timurids. Who immediately left the coalition. I can get Miltech 12, which gives me new infantry. Let's go with the Tercio infantry. I think that was my special one from my government reform anyways. Yeah, the Tercios. Yep. No, never mind. These are the Tercios. These are the Tercio infantry. I don't have any of the special ones. Yeah, shock damage received minus 30%. I need to get some of these. I'll have to do that once I both have manpower and I'm not working on paying off 4,614 ducats of loans. My king died. I have a 334 Farron IV de Trastamara as my new emperor, and my new heir is not good. Okay. And there we go. Provence has been annexed. Ooh, and I got a nice event that gives me a bunch of opinion with all of my vassals. Fantastic. And it looks like I'm actually getting pretty close to converting almost all of my provinces. I don't really have that many left to convert other than the ones that I just got in the last war. But I'm going to switch over to focusing on Diplo, since I'm working on Diplo ideas, and I also need to dev up my gold mine in Kosovo again. It is time for Tier 6 government reform. So I think for now, I'm going to go with the aristocratic court for the Diplo reputation and the improved relations. And then once absolutism spawns, I will switch over to royal decree. So yeah, we'll go with aristocratic court for now. There we have it, January 1st, 1550, and the growth of the printing industry. The ability to mass produce the written word would revolutionize the spread of information, and in many ways, early modern society as a whole. Pioneered by Renaissance men such as Venetian printer Aldus Manutius, the new art helped fuel the Renaissance by making the translated classics more widely available. Later, the Reformation benefited greatly from the ability to spread critical publications and translations of the Holy Scriptures. Now that printing has matured as a technique and spread throughout Europe, hundreds of thousands of copies of everything from religious and political pamphlets to scientific treatises and instructions on how to behave are circulating the continent. With print shops growing ever more commonplace, rulers have found it hard to contain the new technique, as the comparatively easy means of production makes it easy for censorship to be sidestepped by moving businesses across a border or even just changing the name on a title page. Let's see, where did it spawn? It spawned up in Denmark. This changes everything. So with that, this episode comes to an end, and we did a bit. The main thing that happened in this episode is I flipped my culture to becoming Piedmontese so that I can form Sardinia-Piedmont and then later Italy. So this will happen next episode after I finish these 4 missions. This one I need to get rid of a bunch of loans. I need to just get rid of 5 loans now, my estate loans. And then I need to get some money back up after I do that. Then immediately I'll be able to take this one. I need to develop Valencia a couple of times to take this one. And then this one I'll need to get 5 manufactories, which I'll use that 1,000 ducats I have here towards that. But once I take those 4 missions, I will flip to Sardinia-Piedmont and use their traditions and ambitions and their new missions to spread more throughout Europe. And once I complete a lot of that, I will flip to Italy and use their awesome mission tree to finish off becoming the Roman Empire. But in addition to changing my culture and preparing to become Sardinia-Piedmont, we did a bit more expansion, both here in Italy, but also over here in Anatolia, the Pontic Steppe, and Caucasia, as well as finishing off that original war with the Mamluks, where we touched up all the borders around the Mediterranean Sea here. Next episode, I also might try to fight Poland, Lithuania, and at least take the border provinces here as well. So yeah, we did quite a bit today, and we've got a lot more in store next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please come back next week for the next episode. And be sure to check out my other playthroughs on this channel. I've got a really fun Brandenburg to Prussia to Germany run that's nearing the last stages currently. And also head over to my other channel, Kongveal Survives, where I live stream survival games twice a week. So thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.